qualities that we were applying in the class, that idea of connecting into our vital energy field represented by Manipura, the storehouse of Prana, the city of jewels. So I was speaking about in the class how if our this core area, the digestion and the more subtle aspect behind is imbalanced, it imbalances all the systems of the body. So it's hard to show up for life if we're lacking in vital energy. You know, when your battery's flat, there's not enough kind of get up and go to show up and do things as consciously as we want to do. So it's always this balance of activating our energy field through practice, through how we use our energy as well. I think is really important. So it's not just about activating it, but it's, you know, how do we use it? So that's why we have the silence here every morning and evening, because that's a way that we can conserve that energy. We can pull our senses in. The senses use a lot of energy. So everything we do through the eyes, the ears, the touch, the smell, the feeling, taste, all these things, they use vital energy, they use electricity in our body to be able to run the systems behind the body. And so from a yogic point of view, it's not that we never do any of these things anymore. It's not that you don't ever eat again, or you don't ever engage with interactions with other people, but it's like, how can we do those things consciously? And so part of what we're training ourselves in Karma Yoga and in the ashram lifestyle is to be able to conserve our energy and direct our energy. So Karma Yoga is the direction for it. It's Karma Yoga and Seva. So Karma Yoga, there's a differentiation that's more about changing our karma, or becoming more conscious, you could say, of our karma. And as we are doing those actions with more consciousness, it means that we are wasting less energy, we're not getting caught in the mind quite as much, we're maybe doing it for a different purpose, and it allows us to transform our karma. Seva is a higher form, or a more refined form of that experience, where when our karmas are transformed, we can tune into and tap into this ability to be selfless, to have selfless service and not have expectations in return. And so as we refine ourselves through the Karma Yoga, then we more easily tune into that heart space and ability to serve, love, give, which I said last night. Serve, love, give is the first step before we go into meditation. So on the path that Swami Shivananda has given us, serve, love, give. That comes first because it purifies, it transforms, it allows us to go beyond the little me, myself, and I, then meditate. Because if we just sit down and meditate and we haven't done any preparation, and I'm not saying there is an integration of it, but if you just kind of skip the other parts and think that, oh, I'm too good for Karma Yoga, or I'm only a yoga teacher, or I'm only, whatever it is that I'm only a meditator, we actually have impurities of mind, of body, and when we sit to meditate, the mind will disturb us. The body will disturb us. We won't be able to sit stable and still. We won't be able to be in our center and stay calm. So it's a balance of doing these activities with consciousness that allows us to transform our energy, get out of the patterns of mind and body, be able to awaken the higher centers, or transform the energy of the lower centers, like the unconscious realm, the basic instinctual drives, the desires, to be able to not deny them, but to become conscious in front of them and then transform them and lift them into higher speech, to an ability to really be clarity of mind, to be in tune with our intuitive awareness. So it's it changes or transforms how we show up in the world. So what we've been practicing on the yoga mat is what we're aiming to now bring into our expression in life, and all of it is a practice, so everything you're doing is such a gift for this space, because it allows us to keep holding it for others to come and go. But the purpose is not only to get things done. Of course, that's great to be efficient, and we do aim for efficiency, but it's also to transform us and to uplift us and to come into our kind of highest expressions of being, so that we can move through this world with more consciousness. So I think that's the essence to share today. Hari Om.